back to back.
No doubt, thanks.
Oh boy. Oh boy. What are you all oiled up? Careful. Oh god. Oh my god. Oh, we gotta go skate. Let's roll. Let's roll. Let's roll.
There's a lot of debate about the best comedy shows ever, but let me tell you, Rob and Big is seriously underrated. This show was hilarious, heartwarming, and totally one of a kind. I remember watching Rob and Big with my friends Anthony and Garrett when we were kids. We'd quote the show for weeks after. It was one of those shows that just brings back the best memories. The show's style was so cool and unique, we all wanted to be just like Rob and Big and have crazy cool adventures, like this.
Jumping, get the jumping. Woo! Get it, baby!
This not only is amazing and hilarious, it proves how Rob and Big revolutionized the whole genre of reality TV with being fun and genuine, instead of what was common at the time.
I don't know. You don't know. I don't. But I've never heard someone tell
I
me
appreciate you.
no.
I forgot her name. That wasn't the girl I wanted to give it to. It's the Karen. I said Katie.
I mean, I live in a town of 3,000 people, and yes, I did go to a private, like, all-white school, but I do have, like, African-American people in my life.
Side note, while I've never actually loved the Bad Girls Club, I did marathon a bunch of episodes when I was vacationing in Hawaii with my family. I was around 13, and the hotel only had a limited number of channels. So it was either that or struggle to get the weekly episode of Naruto Shippuden to work with the terrible Wi-Fi we had. While Rob and Big was a hit for MTV, it didn't win any major awards. But that doesn't take away from how much people loved the show, and how much it impacted not only reality TV, but also skateboarding and streetwear culture as a whole, and me personally. But before we talk more about Rob and Big, we should talk about their origins, like the DC Skate video from 2003, and a hidden gem you may not know about, called Gumball 3000, 6 Days in May.
You guys have a permit to be on this property?
I'm sick of cops, I'm sick of security guards. You want it from here on out, I'm bringing a security guard to deal with security guard.
This is the video that started it all. Rob skating, Big Black security, and their great comedic chemistry together made for not only a great few minutes for a DC skate video. It launched the foundation of what Rob and Big would be. They even used the end scene with Big and Rob walking/skating together in the intro for Rob and Big. And we'll definitely talk about that theme song later.
Take care of that.
It's private property. You can't skate here. Get out of here now.
I'm also first aid. He gets hurt or boo-boo or anything like that.
But first, let's talk about a hidden gem you might not know about. Gumball 3000.
Boondocking Reitenweisen, Moonshot Asafat. We're storming out of there like we don't have a map. We have no idea where to go. Man,
a good hobo.
we're just like, all right, we're gonna follow this turbo Porsche, like, and it worked for about 7 minutes. We don't have a clue where we're going.
Gumball 3000 is an annual road rally that's all about luxury cars, fashion, and music. They travel across multiple countries, covering a route of about 3,000 miles. Think of it as a really exclusive road trip for the super rich, with a ton of celebrities and exotic cars.
Don't let me miss a car. Here's the deal. We've been on the road for like 15 hours. We've been up all night. This is day one.
Go! Our navigational system is German.
Shut up! You with your shit, man. Yes! Yeah! Fucking bird passes running that shit, man.
And the 2005 Gumball Rally was a wild ride, featuring celebs like Serena Williams and Adrian Brody. But the real highlight for a lot of people was definitely Rob and Big.
Rough, man. The fucking circle is no fucking joke. A fucking flaw in design. A fucking European flaw. Oh, ooh, tired. First thing, fuck! We don't have a map. We can't even navigate. We're fucked. I don't want to go back on the circle, man.
Rob and Big's Gumball Rally adventure was totally insane. They spent days on end behind the wheel, covering thousands of miles across Europe and Morocco. Imagine driving through iconic cities like London, Paris, and Rome, but with Rob and Big's special kind of chaos. It was like watching a prequel episode of Rob and Big, only with way more luxury cars and exotic locations. I highly recommend doing a little search and watching it. If you don't mind the lower quality of the video, it's awesome to see Rob and Big in these different countries. And you even get to hear Rob cuss since it's not on MTV, which was fun to hear.
That was my bad. That was my bad. It was a classic. Oh, good from far, far from good. My bad. My bad. Hooker face. Not that I know anything about that.
Now, back to Rob and Big. The show ran for 3 seasons, with the first episode airing on November 2nd, 2006, and the last episode on April 15th, 2008. But before we get into anything else, let's talk about that amazing theme song. It totally captures the heart of Rob and Big's friendship, and it also captures the vibe of the show. It's outrageous, goofy, fun, and totally genuine. You can't help but want that kind of connection yourself, and when the intro starts, you can't help but sing along with the song too. One huge subject we forgot to mention is skateboarding. Rob Dyrdek totally transformed the sport. Before Rob and Big, skateboarding was seen as kind of rebellious, but the show made it totally accessible and way more fun. He became a star right up there with Tony Hawk, but with a way less serious vibe. Dyrdek turned skateboarding into more of a lifestyle and attitude, as opposed to just being on 4 wheels all the time. It felt like you could be part of the skateboarding culture, even if you couldn't actually ride a skateboard. Rewatching the show has been so fun and inspiring. It even got me, a 29-year-old, hyped enough to buy a skateboard. And yes, I've slightly injured myself on it, but that's besides the point. But now we gotta talk about one of my favorite aspects, the fashion. Rob was always repping his own line, Rogue status. One of the most popular pieces was definitely the gun shirt. It was a total statement piece. You'd see him in those, or maybe a DC shirt, along with graphic tees, hoodies, and beanies with the Rogue logo, or something like a monster hat. Big Black, on the other hand, had his own clothing brand with his iconic Double B's logo. They both loved super flashy gold chains, big rings, and those iced out watches. Big Black's iconic look wasn't complete without his Double B hat and his signature Double B gold chain. It was all about that over-the-top style, and it was so cool that 13-year-old me is still mad that his mom never got him the gun shirt or a Big Black t-shirt. I definitely need the Big Black brand to make a comeback. I'd be so stoked to be a representative if they needed one. So, to wrap things up, it's clear that Rob and Big was a wild ride. It had that perfect mix of crazy stunts, pranks, and a real bro-code friendship that kept us all coming back for more. And let's not forget, it's seriously underrated. It's not just the best comedy reality show, it's one of the best shows, period. You could say that the show's popularity really suffered because it came out before social media blew up. Can you imagine all the memes we could have had with those classic moments? Like Rob having the mini horse in his car, or introducing us to Bobby Light for the first time. The show was way ahead of its time and deserves way more recognition than it gets right now. I hope one day it gets like a remaster or a Blu-ray release, and I hope that all the episodes are easily available to watch. Because right now, I had to go through some janky ways to watch all of Season 3. And even then, I was still missing a couple episodes. It's definitely worth a watch if you've never seen this show, or if it's been a long time since you saw it. It'll bring back memories like me and my friends whispering Bobby Light to each other. But before we end the video, I gotta say rest in peace to Big Black. He was a big part of my childhood, and watching the show now makes me miss him. It's a bummer he's not still around to brighten our days. But not to end on a down note, let's look at one of the show's funniest moments. It's stuck in everyone's head who saw it. It's unforgettable and iconic, and definitely meme-worthy before memes were even a thing.
He's a wild horse there, Minnie.
Kick flip on your booty, bitch.